Okay, Rick, here we are taking a look at Powell Road. Going to do a broad 360-degree turnaround here. There is the garage, as you can see. Property site there is pretty well shrouded with trees all along the left side. Here to the gate where I just came through. Across the street, like I mentioned, is a pretty dumpy area, but that basically is very well shrouded in shrubbery as well. And here we go again, panning around to the front of the house again. Now I'm standing behind the house a little bit. There's a pathway that goes, you'll see it in a minute, that goes between the house and the garage right there. And there, of course, is the illustrious patio, deck, call it what you wish, which very rightfully you said you're going to replace. Lots of nice little holes there to fall through if you wanted to. The fencing going around it was in fairly decent shape. Behind the deck and out to the gate, as you can see, there is a, not the gate, but to the fence. You can see the fence going all the way around the property. Actually, that's an example of it. It's a chain fence all the way around, or a link fence, whatever they call it. House is adjacent right behind, but that also is shrouded in trees, and their shades are down constantly. That's just old wood apparently backed up behind the garage. Once again, looking at the garage, as you can see, it's all made of stucco and cement and brick. Now going into the house, dogs are barking madly as I walk in, which I have now silenced for purposes of being able to speak to you. Two fans there in the living dining room area, I guess it is, or maybe just a living area. There is a counter there, you'll see in a minute. I'm just showing you the floor here that goes out then to the outside. This is the living area. There's a television on a cabinet, and there is the sitting at the little bar that they have. Another doorway, that's the doorway that actually goes out to the front porch. House is kind of a weird angle. That would be the front door coming into that area, and there's a porch out there that's malfunctioning. It's falling apart. The ceiling is what it is. Nothing illustrious whatsoever. The kitchen area, not bad. The cabinetry is decent. Stove is there. Floor, once again, you can see. There's also a john right off to the right of the kitchen there. There you're looking at the other end of the kitchen with the bar that we saw with the chairs. Decent counter, decent cabinetry. Icebox. No dishwasher, I don't believe, although maybe, no dishwasher. Here are the doggies in that room, and that I think would be the dining area possibly. They're obviously there, and behind that closet are 4 more dogs, incidentally. And bare wall and ceiling, and another fan. Just wanted you to see how these little doggies are. And then we go to the corner into another room, which will be a little hallway, off of which are the bathroom straight ahead, you'll see in a minute. And over here is the master bedroom. Turn the light on in a second. There we go. And take a look there at the room itself with the bed in the alcove area, if you wish, with the closet there, clothing exposed and laundry, etc. And she has all kinds of things there with the contraptions for her Wi-Fi and setups and everything for the TV at the end of the bed. Fairly decent sized room. It made me have second thoughts about teardown, to be honest, but I'm not, that's up to you. But you'd have to think a little bit, because the bones of this place are not that bad. That's why when you and I spoke yesterday, I'm thinking about doing an inspection might just pay off, because they look at the bones. They don't care about the plaster. They don't care about anything. They only care about the place is well structured. Here we're going to go to another room in a second. Here, this is the bathroom. Open this door in a second. And yes, I Love Ryan is on the mirror there. And here is the bathroom. It services this area. And now we are going into the third room there that was opposite. the master bedroom, and this is another, what I would call bedroom. I don't know exactly what they're using it for. They have their tools lying down there on the floor for outdoor use and all kinds of storage stuff, and have no clue who owns all this stuff. I'm going to have to talk to Ollie today and find that out. And then we go back to the hallway. There it is, opposite the master bedroom and the bathroom on the right. And to the left is again the walkway through where the dogs are located in that room, barking away madly that I'm there once again, not paying attention to them per se. I didn't think I want to lose any fingers today. And we go back through that room, back into the kitchen. And in the kitchen, we'll see in a second, there is another bathroom. As we pan around to the left here, there it is. That opens right into the kitchen area. Very handy for the living area and so forth, so one doesn't have to go to the back of the house to get to the bathroom if they don't wish. Lots of stuff, so much so that I couldn't really tell too much about it, other than there could be leaks in the ceiling there. Who knows? I'm sure those water spots are there for a reason. So that's what inspection would show, if there's problems with piping or whatever. Quite honestly, the more I look at this, the more I realize that the inspection might be a little higher than 300, because it is a big place and they would have to crawl around the attic area, if there is an area, and really define what the problems are there. But at least you would know what you're dealing with. It's money well spent in my book. So now we go back through the living area, back out onto the deck. And as I mentioned earlier, those fencing going around the deck seem to be in relatively decent shape. It's just the flooring that got to be a mess. And yeah, there's a couple that went down at the end there. The fence needs to be replaced. I assume this was once a lanai, if you wish, with a screening that was in there. I took the camera and just went over the edge here because I couldn't walk down there due to the way the place is set up. I didn't want to hurt myself. You can see the floor falling through there in front porch. That's the doorway I would mention that comes into the living area. That really is the front porch I think you were talking about yesterday. It's weird to see how the house faces that dirt road in front. That dirt road comes off a hardtop road where I drove in to the gate. I don't think you'd ever use the dirt road. It would be any reason to, because its fencing goes all the way around. Here I'm just trying to show the depth of the hole, but it doesn't really show too well. It's only about maybe a foot down underneath there. Now we're going to take a look at the garage. I got the door open finally. This is the big garage, the one I told you, that is, I don't have the measurements in front of me, but I think it's around 26 by whatever. And it's good size, junk everywhere. Again, I don't know who owns this. The bicycles, everything. I mean, it's somebody was living there, obviously. And I don't even know who the owner is, so I need to get all that ascertained today. Find out more about it, because that is a really good sized garage. You clean all that crap out of there, and you would have plenty of room to deal with. Two doors there, good size. Electric. I did not try to raise or lower them because sometimes you don't know what you're getting into, and I didn't want to create problems. I've had that happen before where the door got stuck halfway, and not a pleasant situation to have somebody come and fix it because I opted to take and open the door. I'll let the inspectors worry about that if there are inspections. They have nice lighting done on the ceiling throughout the whole place, which made life a little easier. Again, looking out the doorway towards the house. Now looking at the second garage, smaller of the two. Not that much, only 5 feet less in terms of length. And the width, I think if I remember right, is around 19 or more. And here you see the doorway from the other garage adjacent to this big garage. So you have two really good sized garages. Obviously 2 cars could easily fit in here, if not more perhaps, depending on the size or whatever you choose to put in there. Plenty of room. Incidentally, the dogs are constantly barking while I'm outside here. You can hear them in the houses. Now doing another pan around the front here just to give you more of an idea of what the front yard is like. It's all shrouded by the trees. The fencing you can hardly even see itself that goes around the house, but the whole perimeter of the house is fenced in. And very well fenced in, actually. There you're looking towards the dirt road on the front of the house as such, and to the right here, which is where I parked, is the hard top road, excuse me, and that goes straight out to Cedar Street there. I think that's what it was. And here they just have brush piled up, but there's the front of the house, you see. I'm going to walk down there now for a moment and show you the base of that house. I just wanted to see the bricks and also the top. Can't really see the roof, so I couldn't really tell much about the roof. Here, walking down in front of the house a little bit, I didn't go all the way. Lots of little creatures around this area. I didn't have my knife with me, I should have. And there you see the other dogs that we couldn't see inside the house. They're contained in this room here at the end. 2 or 3 of them in there. I don't know what they were. Couldn't even tell what kind of dogs they were. Weird. And the front porch there is falling apart. This side of the house is just completely a mess. You can see underneath there a little bit. Actually, it's too bad I didn't get a picture of that better. Okay. And that ends it. Just give me a little run around here. Take care.